Hey guys, this is Rambo. Enjoying this beautiful, beautiful Monday. ILUS, wow. Well, I gave that one possibility that it would blow right by these resistance lines, and it just powered right through 8.5, and it kissed the 50% Fibonacci here at 0.0095. We finished at 0.954. Went up 32.5% today. So, wow, things are really looking good. We cracked through the median means line here, the average line, coming up through the buy into the sell area. We're just beyond the middle though, so we have plenty of room to run yet. Before we worry about any kind of sell-off area per se. We do have some resistance right here that we barely came across, so that might be something to look at tomorrow. Have some guys asking, is it time to sell or not? Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just an old man sitting here and up in the corner in the bedroom and looking at charts. So what I would say is, if you are thinking about selling, that's usually a time to sell for me. It's your conscience telling you, hey, things are going pretty good, why don't we sell this? Now there's different strategies. You can take out the money that you invested and just leave your profits in there and see what goes, or you can take your profits out and keep your original investment in. So there's different ways of looking at it, or you can just keep it in. There's the way the day finishes tells you a lot about a chart and about the stock. And it finished high. Look at that. No topping tail like this. Buyers didn't come in, and push the price down. The sellers, I'm sorry. The buyers just push it up, and right at the end of the day, boom. Usually that means that's a good sign that it's going to continue upward the next day. Now we know with the OTCs, who knows? It could gap up and then sell, down the rest of the day, something like that. Or it could just start here and take off, or it could start here and go down. So that's up to you. Maybe have a stop loss around 0868 or so, or a little bit more aggressive. Back down at the bottom of the candle at 0751, and just let it run. We do need, this might be what they call a finishing candle. But I doubt it, just because there was no topping tail. So, it could come back down a little bit at the beginning of the day and just take off. So, if you're worried about that, you could just play it by ear and see what happens at the dip, and add to your position and move up, or you could sell and wait and see what happens. If it comes back up and breaks this, get back in. There's all kinds of things that you could do. Everyone has their own different kind of strategy. For me, as I told you, I waited until it came above this upward trend line. Now, if it goes up, then it goes up. But I'm going to wait for it to dip. If it dips tomorrow and the day after and comes back down here, as long as it stays above this upward trend line here, then I'll add to my position and let it continue to ride up. So that's what I'm thinking about doing with ILUS. It's just looking strong all around. But I wouldn't be surprised if maybe we have a little bit of a retracement. But I also wouldn't be surprised if it just took off again tomorrow and then maybe retrace a little bit after that, and come back down to the 0.1026 area. That would be really nice, because you want to have it run, take a rest, run, take a rest. So Um, I prefer a nice 45-degree, um, uptrend like this. This is a little aggressive here, but again, that's OTC, and it's really taken off here. I don't know what it is now. We're over 90% since the beginning of this move, so it's just really doing what? Wow, 131.93%. I'd say that's pretty good. We had a little rest in here, so that was good. Again, it was that asymmetrical wedge. I said it could have gone either way, and it definitely went on the uptick there. So I wouldn't be surprised to see this continue upward. So I'm really looking forward to that. But again, guys, just to let you know, J.P. Morgan kind of made a lot of money in the market. He said, I made my wealth by selling too soon. So just kind of let that sink in. Just when you have a run like this, you might want to start taking a little bit of profit. You might. That's up to you. Personally, I'm just going to let it run. I'm going to wait for a dip as long as the dip is reasonable, and then maybe add in more once I see a confirmation candle that we're continuing upward. So that's it. It's an exciting time for ILUS, and we're going to see what happens here in this upcoming week. On the weekly chart, this is 2 years, and each candle is a week. So obviously, we had a big topping tail last week. We came up and came back down a little bit, and we finished there. So this week so far, we had just a little dip, and then boom. So things are looking really, really solid for ILUS here. I personally really think we're going to test the 0.1019 area at least before we see any kind of maybe a downward movement here. With that said, one more stock that we're all excited about is SPRT, support.com. As I mentioned before, we had this very, very big and long cup and handle here. This started way back in August of I don't know what year that was, 2012. So it's definitely looking very, very strong. Here's the bearish stop loss. The closest one is at 1508, and that's what I called for Spirit today. I had two target prices today of 958 and 1044, and right at the end of the day we finished really strong at 1114 or 1117, just a little tiny wick. So that's looking really, really good, really strong. I will see what will happen tomorrow. I honestly think that we're going to continue upward. We have this. We're right at a resistance at 1106. We broke through it, so we'll see what happens here tomorrow, and eventually, like I said, this isn't a one-day thing. I honestly believe that we will continue up to the 15 area, and boy, if after that I don't know. There's a lot of this is highly shorted, and anything can happen if it breaks this bearish stop loss. That's gonna start setting things off. We have another bearish stop loss at 16 something here, somewhere around $17. Let's see. Let's be specific here. Looks like 1702. If it breaks that, we're looking at the 19 area here, 1945. And boy, if it breaks that, we could have a really, really classic short squeeze. Some people are saying that this is the short squeeze. No, it's not. If this wasn't heavily shorted and I saw this set up this big cup and handle, I I would be saying the same thing. I would be saying at least we have a good shot of getting up to 1508. I still believe that. It could still take quite a few weeks for us to get there. It's not going to be all nothing but blue candles straight up. We're gonna we're gonna have a little pullback like what we had here, somewhere in here, I'd imagine. So just beware of that. You can definitely scalp it if you want. That's been definitely profitable for some people in this area. Me personally, I'm just set it. I'm at 1786 or so, and I'm just going to check it once a week, maybe, and just enjoy looking at the progress that it's going to be making to what I feel is at least a movement up to $15. So exciting times for those two stocks and a lot of other moon markets, great picks. Again, I'd like to invite you to get to the Moon Market Discord and enjoy the great family that we have there, that we're just getting together. And I'm streaming pretty much during the whole day. I have a pre-market scanner that I put up at around 7 o'clock Central Time, around an hour and a half before the bell, and we'll talk about tickers that are up and coming and getting ready to run. And just enjoying the conversation. Again, questions and answers, how to set up charts, and how to read them. Just all kinds of fun stuff going on there. So I'd like to invite you to that also. And with that said, you guys, I hope you had a really good, fun, profitable day, and we'll see you tomorrow.